My thing is I don't want to wake up 20 years from now and be like, I should have done that.
Every decision that you make is getting you closer and closer to that goal.
You know, it's not an adventure until things go wrong.
You go from such a checklist life, go to school, go to this, go to that, and then you just remove yourself from everything.
I was thinking about it today and like seeing Katahdin as we got closer and closer. It just doesn't fully feel real. So the AT starts in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, Amicaloa Falls State Park. You start there at the Arch. It's about an 8-mile approach trail to the official start of it. You finish in Maine at Katahdin in Baxter State Park, and it's 2197.4 miles.
It's a green tunnel. Most of the way, you feel so small looking at all of it. You feel insignificant.
The AT is up and down. Just up and down all day, one mountaintop after the other.
It just goes on and on and on. Rocks, roots, just, you don't ever get a break.
Very emotionally loaded too, because you walked there 1,800 miles. You walked 4.5 months.
I mean, this has taken everything to get to this point. Incredibly physical.
Obviously, as we've come through the 100-mile wilderness, we've been able to see it closer and closer and growing faster. And it's amazing just like how quickly we've got so close to it. So it's kind of like the end of a journey for us.
I work night shifts, so I always had these, and I work cardiac. So a lot of my patients would be people with like a second chance at life. One of them that I remember, he was a heart transplant. He like, you think I expected to have a heart transplant? And no. He like, you're young, you can move. He like, go for it, man.
I had started like writing resignation letters from I was working for a really small company, and I really loved my job and the people there, so it was super hard to leave. Did just a lot of different things to like sacrifices almost to make this happen, and I'm like, what if I break my leg on the first step? And then it was more of this thing of like, well, if I don't try, I'll never know.
It's hard to leave because I'm married, so you know, my husband is at home. I'm in the middle of medical school.
It's not that you're running away from everyday life.
You'll never know what you have until you try. And this trail will test you in ways you've never been tested.
You can't do 2,200 miles and the finish be the only thing that you get from it, you know, so that kind of grows and evolves as you go. I had enough of an issue with like drugs and alcohol to actually have to get some help with that. 12 days ago was 1 year, so that was like a big deal for me. That has been a huge motivator in doing the trail.
There are so many reasons why I wanted to do the AT. Like, nothing was fulfilling, it seemed like. I got a career, just I wasn't happy in it.
You know, and I was in a career for 30 years that I thought I should be in. I did fine in it, and it was okay for that long, but I came to the realization that I didn't really want to do it anymore. This was an opportunity for me to say, that's my old life. I'm going to do something for 6 months, and then I'm going to start a new life.
I wanted to come out and do the thru hike because I thought it was going to be a physical challenge and a mental challenge. So I wanted to just challenge myself and kind of prove, I don't know, this is the ultimate independence trip.
I feel like my 20s, I invested so much for a career that I'm like, this is why I'm doing it for me. I'll put the career aside and I'm gonna go challenge myself.
The AT is my triple crown. I enjoy testing myself every once in a while. I think it's very important to do so.
Tried to start the family thing and do all the responsible stuff you're supposed to. I was in a bad place. I was in deep depression, anxiety ridden, just thought life was coming to an end.
And one of my whys was, like, you go through things in life that like are hard, but it's kind of like, I wanted to know, do I really have like the grit that it takes to do this trail? I'm getting a little bit like emotional right now. So yeah, that was like a big part of it for me, was like, what am I really made of?
First saw Katahdin, I think it was 45 miles or so, trail miles till the end. But the best view by far was at Rainbow Lake Dam. We camped out there, woke up before the sun came up, and had an amazing, amazing sunrise.
We were hiking along some lake and there was a little plaque that said like Katahdin view 500 or 200 feet or something to the side. So I walked over there and you walk out on a rock and then you look over and there's the first time you really get close to seeing Katahdin. And I like bawled my eyes out. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's within sight now, you know, like this thing that's like, I've been preparing for years and then walking for 6 months now. Like it's obtainable, it feels like. It was just really, really crazy.
I believe today is day 158.
I've been on trail just over 5 months now.
So I've come like 2,183 miles, which is crazy.
I lost it when I saw Katahdin for the first time while I was in the 100-mile wilderness, just to see where I was going, and that's the end. And after all this time and hard work,
I think it's going to be a flood of emotions. Just obviously being able to finish the just accomplishment and getting it all out the way.
Every portion of the hike has a different challenge. You know, in the beginning, you're just trying to figure out what the heck you're doing. In the middle of it, it's just hot, and the summer is uncomfortable.
At one point in Virginia, I remember I ran out of food. I skipped multiple meals to stretch it out. I was scared.
I imagine it's going to be quite overwhelming, quite amazing. It's going to be everything.
this has been the most physically challenging trail. The first time I've ever been on a trail and I thought about quitting.
It does make you miss home. It does make you miss the comforts of life.
Yeah, I was thinking about it today and like seeing Katahdin as we got closer and closer. It just doesn't fully feel real, but it's also happening, so.
I think that's where you truly have to dig deep and test yourself.
It shows you a level of fortitude that you have within yourself that you really don't know until you have to access it.
I'm not ready for it to be over, but I'm ready for it to be done.
What will be interesting is when I get to Katahdin, I kind of don't have that destination anymore. Like, I think it's really important when you're on your thru hike, you realize that it's the journey that matters. And Katahdin is the end of that journey.
But I honestly don't even know. I won't truly know until I hit that sign and say, wow, I truly did walk all the way from Georgia to Maine.
Kiss the sign, puzzler, kiss it. There you go. You're done. Triple crown. Good shit.
How's it feel?
Complete. In life, you kind of look at where you want to go and you end up there. I mean, you do the trail one blaze at the time.
Leaves start falling when the cold wind blows, and soon get covered by the winter snow. The birds start singing when the spring rolls around. Flowers bloom through the fall.
And it's freaking beautiful. Worth it, 100%. Every mile.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like a whole mix of emotions.
I think I need time to take it in, but it looks pretty damn awesome looking at that sign.
It's incredible. It's incredible. It truly is.
I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. I ain't saying that you never took a toll on me. For what it's
I don't know if childhood crazy sticks would understand what he was capable of.
I'm made of like stamina and grit. I'm so freaking tough.
That the Appalachian Trail is a chapter of your life, not your whole life. What you learn on the trail about yourself, you can take away and into any aspect of your life. But when you summit Katahdin, you go back home to what you had before you left.
From this mountain I can see so far. Rivers running like deep, deep scars, carrying the lifeblood through my veins. Is it crazy that I'm grateful for all the pain? 'Cause I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. I ain't saying that you never took a toll on me. And for what it's worth, I can finally see that I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. Yeah, I'm a